What up guys, Kotu Games here, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another Monster Never Cry video, and today I wanted to do a quick guide for all the new players out there who are just starting the game. I wanted to explain you what you should expect from the game the first couple of days, what monsters you should be building, what should be your general strategy in order to optimize your resources. Before we start with the new guide, I wanted to talk about my video that I posted a couple of days ago. A viewer of mine pointed out that I've made a mistake when I was calculating how many shards you need in order to fuse a 5-star monster. So basically he pointed out that this here should be 3. You need 3 monsters of the same kind. So let's change our equation. So the total Evo gems you will be getting from sacrificing all these monsters will be 240. As you can see, again, if you don't fuse your shards, you'll be getting 10 Evo gems less. So my advice would be always fuse your 4-star monsters into a 5-star monster before sacrificing it. This way you will optimize your Evo gems. 10 Evo gems, it's not a big deal, but if you calculate how many 5-star monsters you need to sacrifice each week in order to get 2x, you need 48 5-star monsters. And if you multiply that by 10, you're gonna be missing out on 480 Evo gems each week. So yeah, that's plenty of Evo gems you'll be losing if you're not fusing your shards. So that was it guys, thank you very much to the viewer who pointed out my mistake, and now we can begin with our new video.
Wake up, babe. New Kodio Games video is here.
And now guys, let's continue with our video slash guide for today. Pretty much this video will be for every new player out there who is just starting the game. I have collected a lot of this information from Discord, Reddit, and my personal experience. Pretty much I didn't know any of that when I was starting the game, so I'm hoping that this information will help you out. And at the end of this video, I'm planning to talk about my mistakes when I was starting my free-to-play account. But first, let's talk about this optimal free-to-play start. So let's say you're starting the game today and you do your first 10 summons. In your first 10 summons, you're guaranteed a copy of Loki. Now, if you don't want to reroll your account for better heroes, or if you low roll, you will be stuck with Loki. So pretty much you want to make Loki 9 stars, and she will be your main carry until you build a stronger monster, and then you can feed this 9-star Loki to your stronger 10-star monster. What you want to do is, when you unlock campaign stage 1-3, you're gonna do your first 50 summons. Within these 50 summons, you are guaranteed a Hellfire copy of a monster. So here you need to get a copy of Undine or Coronis. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing the name of this monster correctly. I think her name should be pronounced Undine. So you want to get one of these monsters because they're very free to play friendly. They're from the natural and the beastly factions. You can build them easily to 10 stars and they will carry you early on. If you don't get any of these monsters, you can reroll your account, you can start a new account on a new server, and you have to repeat that process. You have to do 60 summons again, and you need to hope to get better luck and better copies. Then let's say you get a copy of Coronis, then when you clear campaign stage 3-1, you're gonna do 50 more summons, and out of these summons you're gonna get another very good monster from the Draconic or Abyssal factions. Here you're hoping to get a copy of Lilith because Lilith is arguably one of the best DPS monsters in the game. Now, a lot of people on Reddit and Discord are saying that if you don't get Lilith, you should reroll your account, you should start on a new server. When I was starting my account, I've got a copy of Reddy. Reddy is a tank, and I don't know if I made good choice, but I've decided to continue with my account with Ready. But optimally, you want to get a copy of Lilith immediately. If you don't get a copy of Lilith, other optional monsters that you can get are listed here. For example, you can get a copy of Avanzo. Avanzo is a tank, and he is a really good tank. You can get a copy of Zenobia. She's also really good, or a copy of, let's say, Dracula. Other honorable mentions: Undine, Nafita, and Venus. So let's say you reroll and you get a copy of Coronis and Lilith. On day 1 and day 7, just by logging in, you're gonna get a copy of Octasia. Octasia is one of the best support monsters in the game, so on day 7 you can make her 6 stars. Now, I do not recommend you making any of these monsters to 7 or 8 stars because it is very hard to build them to 10 stars. If you remember from my previous video, you need 6 of these puppets in order to make a monster from these factions up to 10 stars. What I would recommend you doing is keep them at 5 stars, or if you get 2 copies of the same heroes, you can make them 6 stars. Even at 6 stars, they are very powerful. For example, let me show you. Yesterday I was running in the same team a 6-star Cuckoo Can and a 10-star Octasia. You can see how much healing is putting out Cuckoo Can. Basically, thanks to her, I was able to push a lot of PvE content. Your first and second week, you can use them at 5 stars. If you get 2 copies of the same monster, you can make them 6 star. They're gonna help you a lot. And on day 7 you're gonna get another copy of Coronis, and if you've put a copy of Coronis on day 1, you can make her 6 stars. She is amazing. Now, maybe you're wondering how the hell I'm gonna do all these summons. Here on the right side you can see some gift codes. You can enter them, you can redeem them, and you're gonna get a lot of summoning coins, and with these coins you can pull your heroes. Again, if you don't get any of these monsters, you can reroll your account, you can start on a new server, and you can hope to get Lilith and a copy of Coronis or Undine. And I think this is gonna be the end of part 1. Pretty much, yeah, everything. And I think, guys, with this we're gonna continue to the second part of this guide. And now, guys, let's talk about some team builds, some team formations. These examples were provided by Noah Free to Play on Discord. I wanted to give him some credit. Pretty much I've been running these formations from day 1. You can either run tank and fighter front row or 2 fighters, and in the back you can put either 3 mages or 2 mages and a support monster. If you're pushing PvE content, you can do it with 3 mages. If you're doing some PvP content, maybe you can throw in 1 support monster in there. Let me show you what my future team would look like probably a couple of months. Now, definitely I want to run Avanzo in the front, simply because he is the best tank in the game so far. And also you can get copies of Avanzo out of the Evo Gem and Evo Soul shops. We have discussed already the strategy about the Evo Gem shop and how you should get 2 eggs out of this shop each week. you need to sacrifice 48 5-star monster weekly in order to get 2x. You can check that in my previous video. And from the Evo shop, I think you can get one egg every 1.5 weeks. If you're very unlucky, probably every 2 weeks. But yeah, you can get a copy of Avanzo out of these shops, and why not build him? He's one of the best tanks, and you can get copies of him very easily. Next we have Zenobia. I have already 5 copies of her, so I'm gonna make her 10 stars. I'm gonna start getting copies of Lilith out of the shops. I have already 10 star Octasia, and probably I'm gonna run as a second DPS my 10 star Coronis for now. Later on I'm gonna sub her with someone else. And now I wanted to show you some formations from my server. These the first 3 formations are formations of whales, and these 2 formations are of free-to-play people. So you can see that pretty much everyone is running Zenobia and Avanzo front row, and in the back they have 2 mages and 1 support. And these guys are free to play. You can see the main strategy. Probably they went with a copy of Coronis early on. They've built Coronis to 10 stars, and after that they're sacrificing all of their food, and they're building only draconic and abyssal monsters. And the same strategy applies to this guy over here. Probably early on he got a copy of Undine, and after that he started building his abyssal and draconic monsters, and he's sacrificing everything else in order to get X from the shop. And now guys, let's talk about your first week strategy. So if I knew all that information from this guide and from my previous guides, first of all, I wouldn't build Loki. I will reroll my account until I can get a copy of Coronis or Undine plus a copy of Lilith. If you get, let's say, a copy of Coronis and Lilith, after on day 7, you can make your Octasia 6 stars. She's gonna be your support the first couple of weeks, and you can make Coronis also 6 stars. Pretty much on week 2 or 3, your team should look like this. You're gonna have a 10 star Coronis, and in the back you're gonna be running Octasia and Lilith, and in the front you'll be running Zenobia and also Avanzo. Pretty much everyone, I think, should be aiming to get a team like that early on. Now I'm having a couple of 10 stars, but I think I've wasted a lot of food. I've built a 10 star ready and a 10 star jar just to test them out, but I could have used all that fodder. I could have sacrificed all these 5-star monsters, and I could buy eggs from the shop. And yeah, I mean, probably I would have less power on my account, but I would definitely have better monsters. So once you get your DPS to 9 stars or 10 stars, immediately start sacrificing all of your 5-star fodder copies. Of course, don't sacrifice Hellfire monsters. If I knew all that information, I would have used only let's say 10 star Coronis and 10 star Octasia, and all of the food I would be sacrificing for crystals, for Evo gems, so I can buy eggs from the shop. So I think this is the best strategy. If you're starting now the game, just get one DPS monster to 9 stars or 10 stars the first week or the second week, and after that start sacrificing your fodder. Plan ahead each week if you're gonna need some 6 star or 9 star fodder, so this way you don't have to wait, because you'll be sacrificing 4 star and 5 star monsters plan ahead in advance if you need to save up some fodder. Other than that, I think this would be the best strategy for you guys. So I think that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed this guide. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment under the video. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you very much for the support. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.